Hello, this is Rachel from the Shades of Orange. Today I want to review The Visitors by Catherine Burns, which I received from Simon Schuster Canada. If you're not familiar with the plot, this involves an older woman named Marion who lives with her brother, and he has this weird habit of bringing home visitors to live in their cellar. If that sounds dark and sinister, you're absolutely right. This book, from its premise, you would probably think is a psychological thriller or suspense, but I would actually categorize it as more of a general fiction story, more of a character study. And that's for a few reasons. First, even though it's told over two perspectives going back and forth between the present day and Marion's childhood, it's a much slower read than you would expect it to be. It's really not a page turner. Instead, I would really call this a slow burn. The author very much takes her time going through the slow, monotonous details of daily life, and the story is very much focused on the characters. Both the main characters, Marion and her brother, are very flawed and unlikable. Marion is a very dysfunctional adult. She is a hoarder, she emotionally eats, and really just cannot cope with her living situation. She's very frustrating to watch as a main character because she basically knows that something bad is going on, but she is completely incapable of dealing with that. And it's also really interesting to see glimpses of her brother, who is clearly a sociopath. There are no spoilers in this book. There really are no twists and turns. The premise is exactly what it sounds like, and you know right from the get-go what is going on. And it's more so a story of watching these events slowly unfold. For me personally, I would have liked to see a darker story. I really like dark stories, and I was really hoping that this book would be more unsettling, more creepy. There is one scene in this book that is very dark and disturbing, but other than that, this book really did feel more like general fiction. I would not call it suspense because it did not have a lot of tension, and I would have liked to see more dark, creepy details built in. Considering the subject matter, considering the premise, I was quite surprised how light-hearted this book was in its tone. I wanted to be unsettled, and unfortunately I never was. Now, while I didn't think this book was perfect, I definitely think there is an audience for it. I think this is perfect for people who really like those character-driven stories, and as long as you're not going in expecting some giant twist and turn, this is an engaging story, and it's certainly an interesting perspective on a situation where it is more focused on the family of the sociopath than on the sociopath themselves. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you again soon in another video. Okay, bye-bye.